Welcome back to Wrestling World. Today we'll get into everything going on with Cardi B and the WWE situation, Roman Reigns, and more. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on if you're new, and drop a like below. So, you have most definitely seen Cardi B's name all over wrestling headlines this week because Cardi B has been talking about WWE nonstop and was getting into a lot of Twitter battles with the WWE superstars. How did this whole situation first start? It all started with Legends Night on Raw. In order to trick Angel Garza and force him to enter the room with the Boogeyman, Tori Wilson revealed to Angel Garza that Kylie Jenner, Ariana Grande, and Cardi B were all invited to the show and was right around the corner in a room. Angel Garza heads off to the room to find Cardi B, Ariana Grande, and Kylie Jenner to give them the rose. But obviously, he was lied to, and it was the Boogeyman instead. Cardi B fans ran to Twitter to tag Cardi in thousands of posts about the WWE segment. Cardi B was a massive WWE fan right around the prime of the Ruthless Aggression era, so her fans knew that she would go crazy, knowing that she was name drop on the show that she used to love, so they tagged her in all of the posts until they got her attention. Now, it's hard to really show or read all of Cardi B's tweets word for word because some of the tweets do contain some profanity, so we'll do our best to sum up the tweets. Cardi saw the segment and responded with a bunch of laughing emojis and had this to say: "This is not how my WWE debut was supposed to be. Vince McMahon, count your days." A fan asked Cardi B if she was a fan of The Rock, and she had this to say: "I was still too young when he was on. I started to watch when Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, Triple H, Batista, John Cena, Edge, Melina, Trish Stratus, Lita was all on." This got a response from Trish Stratus herself that says, "Cardi knows." And Cardi quoted the tweet and said that she was really hyped to get a reply from Trish. She also got a response from Melina, which was another big moment for Cardi B. She had this to say to Cardi: "As if I didn't already love this woman enough, and then I see this." Cardi responded by saying, "Wow, what a great night for me. I remember your first debut with the two dudes you used to be with. Just wow." Cardi B then went on to mention and name drop some WWE superstars herself. Cardi B complimented Carmella for her looks and said she was a big fan of Sasha Banks and liked her a lot as well. Cardi B also got into it again with Lacey Evans. Lacey had this to say to Cardi B: "Careful what you wish for, ya nasty. We aren't Nicki Minaj. You'll get sent home with more than a busted eye." Lacey was of course referencing the massive fight between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B at an event a few years ago where both rappers left the event busted up from their fight with each other. That tweet by Lacey Evans really lit something up and struck a nerve for Cardi B. Cardi B didn't know that Lacey Evans was joking, and Cardi B came back with some fire of her own, saying that she won't let a woman like Lacey put fear into her, and that she was just trying to show some love to WWE and didn't know where Lacey was coming from with all those unnecessary comments. Lacey cleared up her comments to Cardi B and replied to her by saying this: "Bless your heart, you got it all wrong. I heard debut and was giving you a friendly heads up, but since you want to be like that, keep me in mind if you show up to WWE. I'll kick your behind while listening to your music. Pull up." So as you can see, there was a lot of interactions there between the WWE women and Cardi B. Everyone jumped in and tried to get a reply from her. The same rapper that did Big E's new theme song also responded to Cardi B with a huge fact. He had this to say: "They've been waiting for like 3 years, but today was specific. Pull up with a Mysterio mask and cut some promos. They ready for you, sis." Which Cardi B responded by saying, "Don't gotta tell me twice, on my way to WrestleMania to collect my check." So yes, what he said right there is true. WWE has been after Cardi B for going on 3 years now. Cardi B mentioned on Twitter a couple years back that she used to be a big WWE fan, and that's when WWE first started their journey on trying to get Cardi B to make a WWE appearance. They pulled hard for her to also appear at the Smackdown on Fox premiere in late 2019 as well. So WWE is eating this up right now. They love this. And it's basically free publicity for them from one of the most popular rappers out there right now. Cardi B has 80 million followers on Instagram and nearly 20 million on Twitter. Put that together and she has 100 million followers on these two platforms alone. Just to put that into better perspective, the official WWE Instagram account has 20 million followers and their Twitter has 11 million. So 31 million followers compared to Cardi B's 100 million followers. There's a big difference there. So you know WWE has to be loving the free attention and headlines from Cardi B. They've been trying to get her attention and chasing her around for years, so who knows if something actually comes out of all of this now. Cardi B looks like she'll do a WWE appearance if WWE cuts her the check. So the ball is back in WWE's court. If they still want an appearance from Cardi B and capitalize on all this social media buzz with her, then right now would be the perfect time to make a move. What did you think of Cardi B's interaction with WWE fans and WWE superstars? Would you like to see Cardi B make an appearance? So let's talk about the big script change that Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman brought to SmackDown. This is a serious issue for WWE. You can't rely on what they advertise on the Raw and SmackDown promos because 90% of the time they change the script and the segment that they were previously advertising, and it gets erased. That has happened a handful of times over the last few weeks, and it even happened on a recent edition of SmackDown. Not only was Seth Rollins' return canceled, but the previous advertised segment of Roman Reigns makes a special request of WWE management was also canceled. Reports claim that Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, who played a big role in forcing the script to be altered and for the segment to be scrapped, which I love. I wish more top superstars would have a say like this to turn down a segment if they feel like it's going to hurt their character. That seems to be what's going on here. It's probably a corny segment for Roman Reigns. So Paul Heyman and Roman vetoed it and changed the segment to something that they preferred. That's exactly what we ended up seeing on SmackDown. Roman Reigns never made a request to WWE management, but he was furious with WWE management during the show for booking Kevin Owens versus Jay. So that whole overall concept of Roman Reigns versus management was still there. They just didn't have Roman make a request to them, which I absolutely love because you can sort of see why Roman and Heyman probably went against that segment. Having Roman come out and request and beg for things from management hurts his character and goes against his character. He's supposed to feel like he's above management and deserves everything without requesting it. So I'm happy with that change because it protected Roman Reigns' character and kept him intact. This version of Roman Reigns should never come out requesting things from anyone. That's not who his character is. This character doesn't ask questions or listen to orders. He's the one that should be giving out the orders. So I'm happy that Roman and Paul Heyman did spin that around like we mentioned. I wish other superstars had a pull like that, especially Bray Wyatt, because WWE does a few questionable things to hurt his character every now and then. So I wish superstars like Bray Wyatt had that same pull as Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman to go against a segment and say, no, let's do it like this instead. But what are your thoughts on everything going on with the WWE and Cardi B, as well as everything going on with Roman Reigns as well? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.